the face-off for game number 2 of the tournament for both teams, for the minor Pee Wee AA Toros and the Caledon Hawks. Both teams were successful in their first games. Toros looking to get the first shot on goal, and it's Aiden Howard with a right pad stop there from Heaney. Heaney gets tested early there from Howard. And kicked at the right pad to keep it out and keep it at 0-0. Toros look to keep that momentum going that they had in the last game when they knocked off the Mississauga North Stars to start off the tournament. Duty going back in behind his own net. Duty setting it around the back of the net where the Toros pick it off. Had to walk out in front there with Mezen, and it hopped over his stick. As Menko's trying to dig on that puck against Mezen in the corner. Finally comes free to the Toros. Connor Cole fires it around the boards. Tried to get kept in there by Matamura. Matamura takes it in, but Moreno fires it around the board. Moreno fired it back down low. Duty's trying to help out his man out of front as that pass went out of the reach. As Dackman got his stick whacked out of his hands. Here comes Howard into the zone. Aiden Howard with a shot. That went wide. Trying to stuff it out of front. Aiden Howard with some nice moves to spin away from his man. Go back to the line for Maddox. Tried to get a shot through screen, but Maddox couldn't keep it in at the blue line. Stuffed right there at center. As he tries to get a bit around Moreno, and he sets up Cameron Ryan, who had 2 in the first game with a quick shot. Stopped there by Heaney. Rebound out of front. Sorry, Cam Ryan had 1 in the first game. He had the short-handed goal. Connor Cole had 2 of them. Pro had 1 as well. Hadleton touches it, and we're going to get a first penalty of the game. And by the call that the referee was making, it looks like it's going to be a head check penalty coming up here to Sabrizi. So the first power play will go to Caledon. Face off. Won by the Toros as Maddox dumps it back in. Over to the other side there. He picks it up at center. Here comes Moore into the zone. Moore tried to pull off him some nice stick handling skills. Lost the puck. Gets it back to the line for Sandu. Sandu goes over to the other side for Orr, who couldn't shoot it. De Silva with a backhand. That gets blocked. Toros trying to get it out. Sandu's going to try and keep it in for the Toros. Not going to happen. Here comes Cameron Ryan short-handed. On his own, couldn't shoot it. He tried to cut to the net and got tripped up before he could put that puck into the back of the goal. De Silva with a lead pass for Mora. Mora coming into the zone. Drop pass for De Silva. As Caledon try to work on their power play, De Silva loses it, chipped out. Sandu with a glove pass, and it was also offside. Still 3:07 left to go on the head checking penalty to Saprizi. Toros win the draw, but here comes Charlton into the zone, number 18 for Caledon. He loses the puck as it goes in behind the net. Duty trying to dig it free, number 5 for Caledon. Not going to work. Connor Cole chips it out. Nice defensive play to chip it past Wojciech as it comes into the Caledon zone now. In behind the net. Around the boards for Charlton. Trying to start the power play here for Caledon. Charlton moves it up there for Duty. Duty gets it back there for Charlton as he reaches the zone now with a quick shot. First stop there from Drew Dalton, who gets the start. Duty trying to set it up in front. Back to the line there. Nice block there by Hannon. And now Jack Hannon trying to take the pass, but it was in his feet as it goes down the ice. Getting away from the tuck with a nice pass over there. For number 51, that pass gets broken up by Davidson. James Davidson comes into the zone. It's now a 2-minute minor for Sabrizi as that penalty is dropped down to 2 minutes. Pro tried to put some pressure on Caledon as they're moving it out to start their power play. Lead pass for De Silva gets broken up by Cameron Ryan, but he finally lost it there to number 93. Number 93 leaving up through center with some speed, and it's Mora. Mora on his own. And he couldn't get a lot of that shot as he lost it. Throws it out of front, taken away by Cameron Ryan. Ryan with a pass all the way down the ice. That'll kill off some time. Perot tries to beat Healy on that loose puck. Perot stuffed it out of front, but there was nobody there. Here comes Mora back the other way. Mora still with some great wheel shot. Stopped there by Golden as he got a blocker on that. Mora's getting another opportunity, trying to tip it to his forehand. Mora's showing some great stick handling skills, but this one just bounces in on goal for Galton to make the stop. 1:05 left to go here on the power play. Duty takes the draw, wins it. Motomura goes back to the other side for Orr with a shot, tipped wide. Mezin trying to get on the loose puck. Mezin backhand shot, that hit Aiden Howard at in front as Orr chipped it back down low for his man, who was Duty, who tried to set it up in front, and it was Galton that came out and was able to cover it up for a face-off. Duty with a nice win shot, fired wide of the net though, kept in at the line by Motomura. Motomura's shot goes wide of the net. Ethan Maddox fires it past Orr down the ice, and now Howard's got to turn on the Jets. Aiden Howard picked up the loose puck short-handed in behind the goal. Tried to go back to the line for Jackman. He's going to try and chip it back in behind the net. Orr getting pressured on there. Kept in at the line. Nice defensive play by Ford. Aiden Howard on that loose puck. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Sabrizi. Here comes Connor Cole into the zone on his own. Trying to shoot it. He had another one of the short-handed goals in the first game. A power play marker and a short-handed marker. Ford's going to knock that down in his own end. Over to the other side. That misses Connor Sear as he tries to pick it up now. Sear up there for Sabrizi, back on the ice. The Toros have killed off the 4-minute head checking penalty to Ben Sabrizi. Here comes De Silva and over the blue line. De Silva trying to get around. Connor Sear dropped it. Some nice moves there by number 93. Quick shot going wide of the net though. Sabrizi trying to find a lane to get it out. Couldn't get it by Sandhu at the blue line. Here comes Connor Cole on the loose puck with a late pass out of the reach of Rusler. Sandhu goes back in his own end. Sandhu starting it from center. Now in over the blue line. Sandhu stands back, but his shot got blocked there by Cameron Ryan. Went in behind the net. Jack Hannon trying to get it out. Over to the other side for Sandhu. Chipped off him. Nice play by Perot. Nicholas Perot on the loose puck. Tried to get around the check. Hannon was an offside though. Now Morin goes back in his own end. Morin starting it. Lays it for De Silva there at the Toros bench. And it's offside as De Silva comes in over the blue line. Just inside the Toros blue line. Late pass there by number 51. Gets broken up by Metco. He uses the board to get it up there for Perot to try and get around number 51 for an opportunity. He goes in behind the net. Trying to out-muscle him there in the corner and get that loose puck, but it comes free to Caledon. Coming out, trying to get it around Davidson, but a nice defensive play by James Davidson to hold the line. Now he's getting an offensive opportunity, but his shot is going to make it wide of the net. It's in the corner there for the Toros as they try and dig it free. That lead pass went off the skate there of Mezin, and it was offside as the Toros brought it in. Ball takes the draw just inside the Caledon blue line. And that late pass over there from Mora picks it up. Mora back to the line there with a late pass for De Silva coming up into the zone. He's going to lose it there to Connor Cole, and Jackman tried to help him. Jackman lost it to Mora, and it's offside. Face off just inside the Toros line. De Silva has it. De Silva getting it over to the other side with a nice pass off the board. Trying to get around the check. It's going to roll in on goal wide. Trying for the wraparound. There was Baxter, but his shot got blocked. Tapped in at the line, no quick shot. Doesn't make it through a screen. Mora and Baxter digging on the loose puck for Caledon and behind the Toros net. Morin back to the line there from Motomura. His shot hit a screen at the front. Goes into the corner there for De Silva. He's getting darted on by Maddox. De Silva trying to get away from Maddox with some nice moves. Connor Cole is helping Ethan Maddox out. Just rolling right to the side of the net. Dalton's taking no chances and falling on it for a face-off. 1:01 left to go. Now we've got 1 minute left in the scoreless first period. Caledon have had most of the scoring chances, but most of it came on that 4-minute power play that they had on the head-checking penalty to Sabrizi. Into the corner goes Roosevelt, tried to put pressure on his man. Duty gets an opportunity to backhand it out, and he will, down the ice. And he finds a man trying to pull to his forehand, couldn't get around the check. He's got it again though, Mezen. Lost it there to Connor Shears, he tries to chip it out. Captain at the line though, quick shot is going wide. Sabrizi trying to get her by Santu. 12 seconds left. Gage forward, chips it back there for Sear. Sear rings it around the boards. Here comes Parker Roosevelt trying to get it out. Or keeps it in at the blue line. Hard slap shot, blocked there fearlessly by the Toros. And that'll do it for period number 1. We've got a scoreless tie here at the Centennial Virgil Arena between the minor Pee Wee AA Toros and the Caledon Hawks. Face off to start period number 2, gets won there by Caledon as Agius moved it into the zone. Davidson on the loose puck, tried to get it free. Agius breaks that one up at the blue line, and Agius just flips it in on goal. Menko controls it before it hits Dalton in the net. Around the boards it tries to get out. Here's Connor Cole on the loose puck at their own blue line. Perreault picks it up now. Nicholas Perreault with a lead pass for Jack Cannon was out of his reach, but Perreault gets the rebound though. Drops it back for Davidson. His shot is going to hit De Silva out in front. And here comes number 34 for Caledon, De Silva, trying to get around Menko with some moves, but Menko held his ground and made sure he didn't get around him. Stuck there in the corner. Menko fires it around for Perreault. Nicholas Perreault trying to chip it past number 51. There's a collision on the loose puck. In behind the goal throws from Menko. Thomas Menko from his own end with a lead pass over there for Perreault. Got pressured on, couldn't get it out of the zone. Quick shot, got blocked there before it made its way through to the net. That one's going to roll wide. Around the board, Santu tries to keep it in for Caledon. And he will, getting some help with Duty. Rolls him behind the net. Santu trying to keep that puck in, not going to happen. 2-on-1, Jack Cannon and Nicholas Perreault. Cannon, Perreault just out of his reach as he couldn't accept the pass on the backhand. But Perreault's got the control of the puck, backhands it in, down low for Hannon. Jack Cannon throws it out of front, and it missed Davidson at the blue line. Menko. Thomas Menko over there for Davidson, he's going to chip it out. There's a pass over there from Motomura, over there for Duty. Duty's not going anywhere as the Toros gets in possession of the puck. Jack Cannon. Hannon couldn't fire it back to the line. Now playing in this one is Trent Taylor. Apparently he's going to be missing a game after one of the altercations in the last game against Mississauga. Around in behind the net. Trying to walk out of front. To the forehand is Duty, and it hit something out of front. Hazelton goes into the corner and tries to strip Duty of the puck. Hits him into the board. Trying to get around Santu now. Aiden Howard. Aiden Howard's got to try all he can to get around Santu. Aiden Howard spins off the check. Throws it out of front. Misses man out of front of the net. Here comes Mezen up through center. Mezen's on his own, but now he finally loses it. Rolls it in on goal, and it's an easy stop for Drew Dalton. Face-off. Coming off to the left of the goal. That shot hit Connor Cole out in front, went wide. Trying to wrap it around the other side as Dalton was going from post to post. Couldn't stuff it in. Back to the line for number 51. That hits a Toro out of front, and that Toro was Sabrizi. There's a trip on Sabrizi. There's no penalty on the call. Orr goes back in his own end. Didn't like that first way around. Goes back in behind his own goal. Orr trying to start a breakout with a lead pass. That's going to find De Silva up through center. De Silva going up there with Baxter. The Toros are the ones that are getting the penalty now. It's going to be Connor Cole that got the penalty. One there on the draw by Duty. Back to the line for Santu. Tries to get it through. His shot is high and wide over everything. Toros trying to get it out. That's going to get picked up by Sandhu in his own end. Sandhu with his pass, it got broken up by Cameron Ryan. Over to the other side for James Davidson at center. Davidson reaches his own. All on his own. Tried to shoot it and couldn't. Showed some nice hands there for a defenseman. Just couldn't get his shot away on Heaney. Here comes Duty up through center with a late pass. Broken up again by Davidson. Now Duty comes into the zone. Here's Agius bringing it in offside. Face off coming just inside the Toros line. Agius gets the opportunity to dump it in, puts it into the corner. Jack Hazelton on the loose puck. There's a trip in behind the goal. Back to the line for Orr. He's playing catch with Motomura. Baxter back to the line for Motomura. His shot is going to go wide. Orr's got to keep it in on the other side. Orr turns it over. Late pass from the Toros down the ice. That's rolling right in on goal for Heaney. As Jack Cannon is in the perimeter, he holds it for a face-off. Breezy takes a big offensive draw, gets one there by Caledon though. Here comes Orr. Orr along with Charlton into the zone. Chips it down low for Charlton, trying to walk out of front. And we're getting another Toros penalty coming up here. And as soon as Cannon touches the puck, penalty to Hazelton puts the Toros down 2 men for 30 seconds. Duty trying to win the draw. Coming up into the zone was number 71. He lost it to the Toros, Cameron Ryan, who sweeps it down the ice. 20 seconds left on the first penalty to Connor Cole. Back in behind his own net is Motomura starting it out. Motomura from center coming up there with Duty and Orr. Motomura started that from his own end but lost it when it mattered the most right at the net. Baxter back to the line there for Orr. Over to the other side for Duty. Duty trying to shoot it, and that got Drew Galton off the blocker. A big stop there to stop Duty on that shot. Jackman trying to clear it out the rest of the way, and he tips it out through center. 1:15 left on the penalty to Hazelton now. Over there for Orr. Orr's pass was in the skates there of Duty, and it also went past his winger over there on the other side. They've got a man sitting out in front with Mezen, and that pass didn't reach Mezen out in front, or he could have had a great opportunity from the slot area. Motomura's shot. That finds the glove of Dalton for a face-off. Another draw off to the left of the Toros goal. Agius over to the other side for Sandhu. Couldn't keep it in. Here comes Sabrizi. Benjamin Sabrizi puts the brakes on. Shoots it from the face-off circle. And that was a blocker stop there from Heaney. Agius with a lead pass, broken up there by Sabrizi, dumps it back down in. Easy steer side save there from Heaney. Back in his own end is Mora, gonna take it in behind his own goal. Mora starting it up. Coming in over the blue line now. Mora lost his footing, couldn't shoot it, hit past to Silva, down the ice. Heaney's got to come out to control it. That'll be the end of the penalty to Hazelton. And the Toros have killed off another penalty. 2-man advantage to Silva. Trying to shoot it. Couldn't do it. Here comes Perot up through center. Toros back to even stick. Here comes Perot. Over there for Cole. Connor Cole picks it up. Fires it. And that one's going to find Nick Crest of Heaney as he holds on for a face-off. Cole takes an offensive draw. Here comes number 71 with the puck, tried to find Charlton going to the net. Couldn't do that. Orr's going to try and keep it in. He's not going to do it either. Going back into the own end for Caledon, number 51. Perot's going to try and put pressure on him. There's Davidson over to the other side for Connor Cole. Chips it in. Number 51 blocked it down though. Jack Hannon on the loose puck in at the blue line. Hannon still on it. Jack Cannon turns and fires. Left hand save. Rebound in front. Nicholas Perot shot. And that was stopped there by Heaney. There's a rebound in front. And Heaney has it somewhere in his equipment. But the Toros putting on pressure, trying to break this 0-0 tie here at the Centennial Arena. 2:04 left in the second. Cameron Ryan with a big offensive draw win. Rizzler loses it to De Silva, who flips it out. Went past Jack Hazelton. Here comes an opportunity for Mora to get to that loose puck. Mora tries to stuff it out in front. It went nowhere out in front of the net. Mora back to the line there for number 13, and his shot gets fired in high and wide. And that was Motomura that fired that wide of the net. Mora over to the other side there for Agius with a shot stopped there by Galton. And it's we got a whistle for a face-off. Face-off got one in the Toros end. Over to the other side there for Sabrizi. Benjamin Sabrizi trying to chip it out. Now he finally, couple walks away trying to get it out. Finally does to Parker Rizzler. Rizzler loses it to De Silva, but Rizzler's all over De Silva trying to knock him off the puck. There's Agius losing it. Sabrizi tried to turn on the Jets. Couldn't do it as he got interfered with by Agius. No penalty on the call. Hazelton goes back in his own end. Hazelton fires it around the boards, kept in by Motomura. Motomura's shot is blocked to the side there by Galton and behind the net. Trying to backhand it out there past De Silva and couldn't do it. And here comes Sabrizi up through center. Agius and Sabrizi collide as it goes in behind the net. Jack Hazelton on the loose puck. Wrap around. Stopped there by Galton. There's a rebound out of front. And the Toros are able to find it before it gets swept into the back of the net. 37 seconds left to go here in the second period. Still with a scoreless game. Aiden Howard goes into the corner on the loose puck. Howard trying to get it out. Over to the other side for Ford. Gates Ford, late pass. Just out of the reach of Connor Cole. Hopped over his stick. Gets it back again though. Connor Cole shot. Stop. Rebound out of front there for Aiden Howard. He couldn't find it. And finally, Heaney has to pounce on it for a face-off with 17 seconds left. Connor Cole takes the draw versus Duty. Howard goes into the corner. Aiden Howard trying to walk in the front. Quick shot, just rolled through the crease area. That was a big opportunity for the Toros, and that will be the final opportunity of this second period. And both teams still have yet to break the goose egg. We'll see if anything can happen for period number 3. The draw to start period number 3 against De Silva. Toros get the draw. Ford. Gage Ford finds an opening for Jackman. Logan Jackman. Over the passer for Connor Cole. He gets bumped off the puck here by De Silva. As Aiden Howard gets it with a quick shot. Plucker stop there from Heaney. And he finds it in the catcher as well. Cole with a nice offensive draw. Went back for Ford. Ford's going to try and find Howard, but it got broken up. Gage Ford couldn't go with the puck. He's rolling in behind the goal for Connor Sears. Getting pressured on by Mora, so he fires it around there for Jackman. Kept in there by number 51. Tipped out of front. Couple walks away. It's stopped there by Golden with some huge stop. Off Mora out of front. And another big save. Rebound out of front. And Drew Golden scoops that one up as well. Face off just to the left of Galton now. As Caledon's come out with the first little bit of fire with some great opportunities there. They got stymied there by Drew Galton. Hannon going into the corner. Gets taken down. We are getting our first Caledon penalty coming up. The Toros get to go to a power play where they scored twice against Mississauga. Face off coming off to the right of Heaney. Toros trying to win that draw, but it's Caledon that's due and fired all the way down. Kill off some time on power play that just started. Galton leaves it in behind the net for Davidson. James Davidson got pressured on there by number 71, Moreno, and now they started up. Here comes Jack Hannon with the loose puck. Coming into the zone now. Hannon with some nice moves. Tried to get it through. Quick shot there from Hannon, hit a skate. Hannon goes back to the line for Davidson. James Davidson flutters it in on net. Didn't make it through, and it's a high stick. Face off just inside the blue line. Chipped in. Santu with a backhand. That's not going anywhere. The Toros come away with that. Trying to get around Santu. He loses it. Santu up with the loose puck. Fires it all the way down. Right in on goal. And Dalton stops it. As Duty almost picked up that loose puck. Here comes Jack Hannon with the loose puck. Hannon trying to get around Charlton. He made his way around it, but he lost the puck in the process. All the way down the ice. First one there is Mezin. Mezin tried to do a little spin around man behind the net. This one he tried to throw it in front again. That's not going anywhere. Here comes Connor Cole. 40 seconds left. Connor Cole in. Taken down. And now the Toros get their two-man advantage. And now Caledon are back against the wall here in the second period, as they've got to kill off a two-man advantage just like the Toros did in the second period. 7-second 5-on-3 penalty. Power play. Around. Sabrizi tries to keep it in. Benjamin Sabrizi loses it. It's in the face there of Rizzler. Sabrizi helped him out. Sabrizi's shot didn't make it through though, or it's got to go in behind the net. Motomura fires it around. Knocked down by Sabrizi and Maddox. Ethan Maddox shot. Right pad stop there from Heaney. Kept in. Quick shot. Rebound out of front. Fired wide of the net. Trying to walk out of front on the other side and couldn't do it. And now it's going to get cleared past Maddox down the ice. And that'll do it for the first penalty. Still 120-20. Still 120 left on the power play. De Silva breaks it up. De Silva coming into the zone short-handed. De Silva with the brakes on. Some nice moves to get around Hazelton. Has it in behind the net. Trying to get around Connor Cole now as well. But the Toros get the loose puck. Quick shot. Tipped out of front. Stop there. And it rolls wide. Moore is on the loose puck in behind the net. Moore finally loses it to Connor Cole. Cole with the late pass for Sabrizi. Ben Sabrizi and Parker Rizzler leading it out. Sabrizi trying to get around number 51. Backhand shot. Stop there by Heaney, and he stood his ground on that backhand shot. Kept in by Gates Ford though. Ford for Rizzler. Setting up. Quick shot. Left pad stop. And Heaney showing that his pads are working with some nice stops. Connor Shear turns it over at the blue line, and now it gets fired all the way down the ice with 20 seconds left on the power play. Ford with a pass up there for Jackman. Logan Jackman coming in over the blue line. Up there with Cameron Ryan and Aiden Howard. Jackman spinning away from the check. Back for Ford. Gage Ford shot. Tip. Left pad stop. Rebound. Aiden Howard. Rebound. Jackman trying to chip it in. Toros are all over Caledon here, but they didn't get the reward. It's still 0-0 as Heaney is doing his part, standing on his head for Caledon. Faceoff gets won by Caledon in their own end. The try fired around the boards. Knocked down by Jackman though. Logan Jackman with some nice moves. Tries to go to his backhand, goes in behind the net though. Logan Jackman has a couple of nice moves to get around Orr, still with that puck on a string in the corner. Jackman doing some nice work to get around Orr. Logan Jackman finally taken down. Duty takes it in behind the net. Picked up by the Toros. Here comes an opportunity. Quick shot goes wide. Here comes an opportunity for Cameron Ryan. Shot just misses off that far side. Jackman working in the corner. Knocked down by Connor Shearer at the blue line. Chip back in. Orr's got to go back in his own end. Orr. Nice play by Gage Ford. Held it there at the blue line for a slight second. And now Caledon dump it in. Here comes Mezin into the end. Mezin got tripped up and goes in behind the net for Shear. Connor Shear on the loose. Puck as he starts to break out. Nicholas Perot couldn't clear it out of the end. Duty along with Moreno digging on it. And it finally comes free from Mezin. He couldn't do anything with it either. Cameron Ryan trying to beat Santu. Cameron Ryan was in offside. And now Perot picks it up. Toros are back onside again. Davidson over there for Perot. He's going to drop pass for Connor Cole. And Cole backhands it in behind the net. fired around. Davidson trying to hold the blue line, couldn't do it. Here comes Duty. Duty trying to get around his man with a shot. Stopped there by Golden, and he hops on the rebound with a big stop off Duty. De Silva takes a draw for Caledon around the boards, kept in by Agius. Agius' shot goes wide, and now Mora gets the loose puck. Mora loses it, but he fires it down low for Charlton. Man sitting at the front of the net was De Silva, but the pass wasn't able to reach him, but De Silva is still able to pick up the loose puck. De Silva from the face-off circle throws it at the front. Finally turned over to the Toros. Davidson. James Davidson with a pass, tape to Nicholas Peru. Coming up into the zone. Drop pass. Connor Cole tried to shoot it. Stopped there by Genie. There's a rebound at the front for Hannon, and he couldn't put it in around the boards. Now it's Mora picking it up with a late pass. Rolling all the way down the ice, and it's going to go for icing. Cameron Ryan takes a draw off to the left of Heaney. Cameron Ryan finds a loose puck, couldn't shoot it. Maddox is going to keep it in. Ethan Maddox shot, didn't make it through to the net as it hit his stick. Throws it at the front, that's going wide. Rolling all the way back into the Toros end. Ethan Maddox is getting pressured on there by Mezin. Mezin trying to get away, he's got Duty sitting at the front. Mezin tries to do it all himself and walk at the front, but Dalton is having none of that. He's up against the post to make the stop. Face off to the right. De Silva tries to win it for Caledon, but the Toros get the draw. Jack Hazelton fires it around the boards. That's going to get kept in by Sandhu, and his Sandhu shot is going nowhere as it hits Maddox out in front. Toros trying to get on that loose puck and get it out past Mora, but Mora is really strong with the stick handling part of his game. Now Baxter from center. Baxter coming in over the blue line. Baxter on his own backhand shot. Stop. There's a rebound at the front. Just hopped over the stick of De Silva though. Toes on the loose puck. Coming up through center is Parker Rusler. Finally lost it there to Caledon. Rolling back in there for Sear. Connor Sear from center dumps it in. In around the boards. First one there is tried to be Connor Cole as there's a collision in behind the goal. Around the boards, Connor Sears is going to try and keep it in. But Caledon are going to get the loose puck. Late pass over the stick of Baxter, and Gage Ford will collect it. Ford fires it right back where it came from, in behind the Caledon net. Motomura with a late pass. Chipped over there by Mora, right under the tape of De Silva. Going up there with Baxter. Baxter shot. That got blocked there by Ford. A nice defensive play by Gage Ford to block Baxter's shot and take away that scoring lane at the front. Ford still digging on the loose puck. Can't get it around Mora. Here comes Jackman on it. Logan Jackman. Backhand pass right under the tape of Aiden Howard as he tries to get in there. Finally lost to number 51. Coming up into the zone. 3-on-2, but that shot got blocked by Sear up into the stanchion and out of play. There'll be a face-off off to the right. Duty against Cameron Ryan. Perot got hooked a little bit. We're getting a penalty on it. Toros are going to the power play on the hook to Perot. And that backhand is going to hit Perot. Finally, Charlton touches it up. Number 18 for Caledon. And the Toros will get the opportunity to break this goose egg when we come back, because it's still 0-0. Just inside the blue line. Here come the Toros. The lead pass for Perot was out of his reach. But Nicholas Perot is going to turn on the wheels and try and beat number 51 on the loose puck. Cameron Ryan chipped it for Perot. Nicholas Perot gets that face-off circle and rips it, but it hit a defender right in front. Thomas Menko couldn't hold the blue line. Now Menko moves it back for Davidson as the Toros just try and settle things down and start their power play. Lead pass for Hannon. Jack Hannon in over the blue line. Stays onside. Hannon. That's kept in by James Davidson. Davidson couldn't shoot it as he fanned on it the first time. Instead fires it around first. In front for Cameron Ryan, banging away at it. Quick shot there from Davidson and it goes wide. James Davidson trying to find it in some skates and couldn't do it. Menko's going to find the loose puck. 1:05 left. Menko over there for Davidson. 1:05 left on the power play. Davidson chips it up there for Jack Hannon. Hannon couldn't go with the puck because he lost it there to number 71, who just backhands it all the way down the ice. Menko in his own end. Thomas Menko with a lead pass for Perot. Nicholas Perot's pass couldn't find Rizzler as it hopped over his stick, and now Mora, his intended pass, was out of his reach as well. Nicholas Perot trying to start some damage. Coming into the zone, drops it back for Parker Rizzler. Rizzler's shot is going to go wide. Rizzler back to the line for Davidson. De Silva goes into the corner. And now it's Agius who tries to get it out. Can't get it by James Davidson though. 15 seconds left on the power play for the Toros. James Davidson couldn't keep it in. Rizzler couldn't fire it back into the Caledon end. Over there for Ben Sabrizi. Sabrizi trying to get around his man. He got checked there in the corner. Out of front. Wide. Man. Here's Sabrizi with Maddox as well. Ethan Maddox with a backhand shot that didn't make it through. Connor Cole around De Silva. Cole finally loses it to Caledon. Parker Rizzler on the loose puck. Takes a shot. Didn't make it through. And it gets fired all the way past Maddox down the ice. For icing. Offensive draw for the Toros gets one. Cam Ryan with a nice defensive win. Right pass save. Rebound out of front. Trying to tip it in and couldn't get his stick on it. Trying to walk out of front. Big pass out of front for Cameron Ryan again. Another shot as a right pad stop there again from Heaney. Another big offensive win by Cameron Ryan. Maddox. Ethan Maddox can take the pass. Here comes Jackman though. Logan Jackman on the loose puck. Tried to get away in the corner. Jackman's on his own. Trying to shoot it. And he just fired it off target. Jackman was trying to find that corner and just missed it. We had a counted player down there in the corner. He's going to try and make his way back to his feet, and he does. Toros have it behind the net with Aiden Howard. Throws it out in front for Jackman, and it was couldn't find that loose puck. Nice play there by Jack Hazelton to knock it away from Mezen. Coming up into the zone now. Here's Aiden Howard on the loose puck. Tried to get around Moreno, but couldn't do it. Back in the own end for Caledon. Maddox has got to get it. Get pressured on there by Mizzen. Comes Caledon up into the zone. Moreno drops it off with a quick shot that goes wide. Trying to chip it out. Nicholas Perot's on it. Perot couldn't get it by Santu. Perot still digging on it. Now he finally gets it free. Nicholas Perot coming into the zone trying to start something. Finally had it knocked away from his stick. And off to the races comes Santu with a lead pass. Out of reach of everybody. Down the ice for icing. Connor Cole takes the offensive draw versus De Silva. De Silva wins a big defensive draw on Caledon's part. Around the boards there for Mora. Can't get it out. Kept in there by Sear as he fires it in behind the net there for Connor Cole as he tries to dig it free. Here comes Jack Hannon. Hannon trying for the wraparound, and he wasn't fooling Heaney as he was able to make it from left to right to make the stop. To play of the game, 53 seconds left of a scoreless game that's had everything. Toros have had their chances, but so have Caledon. Both teams have had two-man advantages, just could not find the way to the back of the net. Hannon trying to get middle of his puck, that's going up. Tapped in at the blue line though by Ford. Gage Ford finds a man. Tried to shoot it there with Hannon, but it goes into the corner. All hands on deck now in this 0-0 game in the last minute of play. Baxter with a drop pass. Here comes De Silva with a late pass for Moore and tries to get into the zone. He gets knocked down there by Sear. 20 seconds left at Moore. Moore trying to make his way back to his feet. Nicholas Perot on the loose puck. Chips it up. That was too far for Hannon. Tapped in there by Perot though, and it's offside. It's going to be a big draw just inside the line. Connor Cole tried to win it. Cole gets it for Cameron Ryan. He couldn't get a shot away. Might be one more opportunity here. Late pass out of the reach of everybody, and these two teams just put on one heck of a performance as the Toros and Caledon finished at a 0-0 tie. Both teams had numerous chances, as mentioned, but they just couldn't find the back of the net. Both goalies were stellar when they had to be. Now both teams have a win and a tie. The Toros will be back in action tomorrow when they play on Niagara Ice Dogs home rink, the Meridian Center. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman. Nothing happened. This on camera 9 short-handed. On his own. Put it to it. Tries to touch the net. He got at the blue line and still on it. Backhand turned to fire. That pass it. Rebound back. Six a throw shot. And now it's stopped there by Heaney. There's a rebound in the front. Heaney has it somewhere in his equipment, but the Toros putting on pressure, trying to break this 0-0 tie here at the Centennial Arena. Shots out of the reach of Carter hopped over a stick. Gets it back again though. Carter shot. Stop. Rebound in the front there for Aiden Howard. He couldn't find it. And finally, Heaney has to pounce on it for a face-off with 17 seconds left. But Morris fires it around there for Jackman. Tapped in there by number 51. Takes that a shot. Couple left away. It stops there by going with some weird stop. Off Morris. And another big save. Rebound in the front. And Drew Jones shoots that one up by 12. Here comes the Silva. Well, a late pass for Moore trying to get into the zone. He gets shot down there by Sear. 20 seconds left. At Moore trying to make his way back to his feet. Nicholas Brill on the wrist pass.